Join me on the Isle of Skye as I attempt its challenging 80-mile trail. On this demanding through hike, I traversed some of the oldest landscapes on Earth. From rugged ridgelines, incredible rock formations, stunning coastline and an unrelenting exposure to the elements, this island commanded my respect and humbled me in a way that I haven't felt since the Cape Bath Trail. This island simply took my breath away, and this is my Skye Trail. Rubbish, isn't it? Awful. The Outer Hebrides. This place is stunning. It's like the edge of the world. Ka-ching, ka-ching. So hello from the Isle of Skye. I've got Gav with me, who's 69 and still hiking and wild camping. So top bombing. What's your secret, Gav?
Don't stop.
Right, don't stop. Was it don't eat meat? So what is it you did, Gav? Because Anna, if Anna was here now, you two be talking, I'll be a third wheel.
Used to work on IBM MQ messaging, which is a API for applications to talk to each other for banking and such.
So that sounded like a lot of French to me. Mean a lot to Anna though. So there you go, Anna. He probably worked on stuff you're still working on. But we're hiking the Skye Trail. You're going to veer off at some point, aren't you, Gav?
I'm going to head off right.
So we're walking this section together, and then Gav's going to go and do the a bit more of a ridge line, and I'm going to drop down to the coast bit. So we shall part ways at that point. We'll probably see each other again at some point. I think we're planning on similar camp spots and stuff. So yeah, there we go. Just said goodbye to Gav. He's off. He's doing a bit of road walking now, and then he's going up along the ridge line. I'm sort of continuing on the coast path for a bit because it just looks really nice. And then I'm going to hit the ridge line from a different angle. So we might cross paths, but we might not. Best of luck to him. Well, hello officially to the Skye Trail. 80 miles I'm doing. I've obviously just left Gav. I'm heading around the coast now. Couldn't really talk this morning because of so many people about, so the bus was busy. Got to the phone box, that was busy with tourists, and then we were hiking with Gavin and 3 guys from the Netherlands. We've all sort of branched off now, so I'm on my own again. And quite steep drops around here, so I've got to be careful for a second. I'm going to hug the inside of the land. but weather's good. Sun's out, Ginger's in again. Got me sun hoodie. Yes, it will be going up Blakey, so shut your mouth. And I've been looking forward to this one because this has been on the bucket list ever since the Cape Raft. So really looking forward to this. And the weather actually looks brilliant. So last week it was absolutely minging. I was chatting to some guys who got off the bus and they had a horrible time, like storms, bogs. I mean, it is really boggy. My feet are wet already, but it looks good. So glad I bought some sunscreen now, and I saved the day last second saying you can take sunscreen. Yeah. So I mean, look at that, look at it, outrageous. Actually see the three Netherland guys over there, so they are coming this way. Probably catch me up. They're young and fast and fit, so I am fresh off the back of an ultra marathon, but I've drank and ate since then. But this so far has been seriously worth the 10-hour road trip yesterday on my own. I parked up at Camping Skye in Broadford, left the car there, slept in the car, which was comfy. So all the lads take the piss out of me at work for driving a clapped out Nissan X Trail, but when you fold the seats down, it's a monster at the back. Brilliant for sleeping in. Good 4x4 as well, so happy days. Giggity. So this is a bit where a lot of people got confused because obviously the fence is like, you see people climbing under and stuff, but basically that means we have to go this way and we have to walk along, and we're going along the coast now, which is why I wanted to do it, because I've done quite a bit of mountainous stuff and I thought I'd have a nice day by the coast, and then go up onto the ridge line sort of today, tomorrow, depending on how far I get today. Treating myself. That's a steep one. I've got to go all the way along there today. This is going to be fun. Good job the legs are fresh, bad job the bag is heavy. So we got, see why they call it like Jurassic, the Jurassic Island. It's like full of dinosaurs 135 million years ago. It looks flipping Jurassic, certainly looks it when you drive across the bridge. But you've got the outer Hebrides over there. Obviously we're on Skye and you can just about make out the west coast of Scotland now. So bloody beautiful. But off we go. Should be joining a road shortly. I might have to derobe, I've got 2 layers on and I'm hot. Nice little ascent in the shade. Pretty steep, but it was nice to be out of the wind for a second. Pretty windy today, but I can't complain about the weather. So I'm just going to sort of veer around the coastline still, and then coming up to the Kerrang shortly, which is sort of camping territory I think for tonight. So we came from all the way around there, up, and then sort of down this little path where it was a second ago. Spin you around, back in the sun. Quite sheltered here actually. Onwards we go. New life in the spring. The old bird up there. And there is a chopper in the distance, but maybe you can see that. Probably not. But we are getting towards Flodigarry now. Ooh, fancy. Check that out. Mr. Moneybags. Coming on some buildings now. And I don't know what this says. Shifts in Timmy. Shifts in Timmy. Yeah, sod this, I'm getting the bus home. Rubbish trail, terrible. Nah, not really. Cracking on. Got to go up a bit of road now. Just going through that really posh fancy estate. Good chat with the caretaker, he was a nice chap. Helped me out a bit with some directions. Got the sea on my left. Going up, we're turning to the right shortly. Heading to the Kerrang. So that's where it's supposed to be beautiful, and I'm hopefully going to camp in there tonight if I can. So, boggy is the word I'd describe it so far. Beautiful, but boggy. Feet are soaked. Sort of reminds me a bit of the firing range bit of Cape Wrath a little bit, which is fond memories, but that was boggy. So far, seen a load of sheep, horny ones, and I got a new tent, so looking forward to trying that out. So we can only surmise that viewer discretion is advised on this one, because it's going to be full of horny buggers and sexy pitches. Last little bit of electrolytes, making sure I stay topped up today. After last year's Beacons Way first day, got a little bit keen and over-egged it, underhydrated, and got a bit of heat stroke on the first night, which was lovely. So chug 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 today. You see how moody that looks. That's where I'm headed. Beautiful. Bit mellow yellow, but it'll do. Double treating myself. So it's 4 o'clock now. I reckon that was sort of my we call that emergency campsite down there, but I've got here in good time, so I'm blown a bit now. I've got here in good time, so essentially I'm gonna skip that, crack on, try and do another 5k to the second campsite, because the conditions are pretty good and they look to be pretty good now for the rest of the week. So I'll turn you around. So we're headed up that way, and we come to a car park and onto the ridge line. So the Trottinus Ridge, which is a beast of a day tomorrow. So the more miles I can get done today, there we are, but the more miles I can get done today, the better. So hopefully get a decent camp spot tonight. Now I've bailed on this one, we shall see, but onwards we go. I've made the decision, so I'm sticking with it now. Off we go. Into the mist. Flipping stunning though, that is. Stunning. Absolute stunner. And we are in the mix of the Kerrang now, so not that you can see much. You clag. Cheers, Ken. Thanks, mate. Can you hear the sound of silence And look at that for a campsite. How flat that is. That's incredible. Right in the mix of the Kerrang. Not that you can see it, I keep saying that, but not that you can see it. But that is home for the night. Time to get the tent up. So that's day one, all pitched up. Absolutely not a breath of wind. Occasional gust coming through where I'm just standing. You can see the tent ripple every now and again, but it is so quiet. So it's just clearing up a little bit there. But not too bad, not too shabby at all. Just needs to start clearing up there now. But day one started late, didn't start till like 11:30 or whatever it was, so got the late bus and everything, so got nearly 20k in the bag, so happy with that. It's pretty boggy today, so obviously I was hiking with Gavin as well, so we were going at sort of his pace a little bit, and then off I went. But I was expecting to gun it a little bit more, but it was so boggy and my fitness isn't amazing at the moment, so yeah, I didn't pick up the pace too much from there, but nice and chilled. Looking forward to getting in that bad boy now. And then tomorrow we head that way up onto the Trottinus Ridge, which is a big day tomorrow. It's 30k tomorrow, so I need to get that done. Need to get there night tonight, get some rest in these legs, some food in these legs. But in we go, all pitched up in the Bumpus Duos 2P. If you know that saying, you know that saying. If you don't, never mind. You ready for a big reveal? So I'm pitched there, you can just see the lip of the tent, but dun, dun, dun. I mean, come on, look at that. That's the start of the ridgeline. You little beauty. It's that time of night where you have to get rid of the wet, claggy, soggy, dirty shoes. Treat the trotters. Best part of the day, this. Fresh, dry tent socks full of talcum powder that you do not get wet. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Oh, in we go. This place is insane, so good. Can't get over it. It's absolutely unreal. Pictures will not do it justice. I mean, like today, been able to see the Outer Hebrides as clear as day, Torridon or whatever it is, the west coast of Scotland, and then, I mean, that's just insane. Look at it. Incredible. It's getting cold now, so I'm going to get back in the tent, but flipping Nora, you sexy day. Speaking of sexy, look at those bad boys, keeping my feet dry. Bread bin bags. So this is the brightest tent I've ever had, but it's perfect for Scotland because it weighs so little, it's so strong, and in Scotland it doesn't matter about blending in, so who gives a shit. But wow, what a day. In we go. Nicely organised now. Bags on that side, sleep system set up, all gear stowed away. Time for some grub. So this is like a little emergency line that I've created for myself. Spent a bit of time with Tom Blakey from Prepared Pathfinder, and he sort of uses this trick all the time. Just all your sort of key admin bits really. So on here, just an emergency really, I've got a little compass just in case anything happens. My most used penknife, so I've got a little tiny thing, but brilliant bit of kit. It's got everything I need on there really at a glance. And then we've got an emergency whistle. This little fire starting kit, so if I get to a bothy, people could think, oh, emergencies, I've got to make a fire and stuff like that. This just makes life easy for me if I get to a bothy or something like that and there's some firewood. It's like, right, okay, I can just use this with this and I can just get something going really quick. So like in there is just basically some tinder, a little bit of Vaseline, some matches, just some bits just to get your tinder really kindling, get your kindling going, and on you go. So really handy bit of kit, like I say, learnt it from Tom, use it all the time, so it just clips into my trouser pocket, everything within arm's reach at all times really. Great bit of kit. Tonight's menu, it's a good one, that one, pasta bolognese, just letting that rehydrate, and a cup of tea, but I've had an absolute Westie because I forgot the milk. So black tea. Ooh. Is what it is though, right? Bottoms up. Oh, bitter. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Nothing raises morale or makes you feel as good as this at the end of the day. This is possibly better than the dry socks going on. Contentious, I know, but this is the good stuff. So much room in this tent. This is definitely bigger than my lunch room. Bit of Scotch mist outside, it's actually sunny and raining at the same time. It's quite a nice sound on the tent actually. This should actually be the last of the rain in the next few days, and it's just going to get better and better apparently, so back to 5,000 required tomorrow. Sun's out, ginger's in. What a beautiful day though. So got the bus. Because the bus was like, we actually get the bus at 10 past 10 instead of 10 past 9. I stupidly didn't go to the toilet, so I was literally nearly wetting myself, nearly peeing my pants on that bus. So I had to, in the end, it was no good, I had to go to the driver and be like, mate, stop the bus. Next parking bay, or like sort of lay by, just get the bus over, I need a wee, mate. So he pulled over, he was laughing, and I jumped off, went for a wee, and I got back on, everyone gave me a round of applause. Bladder of a small child. But yeah, beautiful day today. Like, it started at Ruahunish, obviously the telephone box, up to the lookout bothy, which was stunning. Didn't really spend too much time there because there's so many people there, but and instead started hiking with Gavin. Had a really nice hike with him through the bogs, negotiating those bogs. So we both got wet feet within 10 minutes. And yeah, he veered off to the right. I carried on the coastline bit to get to the Kerrang. He went across like some mini ridge line. So we're actually converging on the same track tomorrow, but obviously we'll probably be at different times, so I might not see him again. But really nice guy, super nice guy. And in the Netherlands, lads, they're doing it in 7 days, so they're just treating it like a pure chill. So they were just sort of stopping and taking pictures and stuff, so soon left them. But yeah, wicked day. This place is, like I said it before, it's like Jurassic Park. It's insane, absolutely stunning. You can really see, like, envisage the dinosaurs here, because there were dinosaurs here 135 million years ago. You've actually got footprints on the island of dinosaurs, like plant eaters and meat eaters. So outrageous, bro. So let's review today's happy hap, shall we? So started at the Shulista phone box, the famous red phone box, and couldn't really sort of take many pictures there or anything like that because there's quite a few of us getting off the bus and whatnot. And then Gav and I and the 3 lads from the Netherlands sort of made our way. It's about 2.5 kilometers to the lookout point. This is pretty easy going, a little bit boggy but nothing too bad. This is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous, like this little mainland. Do you know what, if you went from south to north and you finished here, that would be epic. You'd feel like you're at the end of the world, and like you could go and explore this, you could maybe even camp on that, but this would be wicked. Like an unbelievable place to finish the trail, because you could just chill, you could just spend one more night in the lookout or whatever. But yeah, south to north would make that ridiculous. Anyway, so yeah, had a little look at the lookout bothy, really cool, and look, the views out to sea and to the Outer Hebrides are just like insane. And like apparently you can see whales and stuff like that in the sort of June to September time. That'd be awesome. But yeah, Gav and I left the sort of Netherlands guys behind. They were sort of chilling out around here, and this is insanely boggy. So like within 5 minutes of leaving the lookout bothy, my feet were soaked. But the views are just like, yeah, it's just epic, isn't it? So yeah, it looks like on this map it says this is an established track. Not really, you still do need to like double check a few things, but crazy boggy, crazy boggy, crazy boggy. There was plenty of bits where like, yeah, ankle deep, and the locals had put sort of wooden planks over the bog, so you sort of like walk in the plank and all sorts. But yeah, so I think we sort of, yeah, we came over in between these 2 hills, Cannock Riasal and Cannock Clachan, and then this is where Gavin and I parted ways. So he went this way because he wanted to go along this sort of ridge line. I mean, it looks pretty boggy, and eventually we would sort of meet the same path, but I think we're on different times now. So unless he went ahead of me today, he sort of got ahead of me, and I catch him tomorrow, I don't think I'll be seeing him again unless sort of if I lay up or whatever and he has a big day. But really nice guy, sort of 69 years old and super fit. But going back to this point then, I went this way to Balmaqueen because I wanted to do the coastal bit, because it's just a stunning coastline. It makes life easy, navigation. Keep the sea on your left, don't stray through too far to the edge. But came all the way down here, there's sort of a hostel here and everything, to Flodigarry. Got to Flodigarry, a tiny bit of road walking, and then sort of you sort of veer off onto this lock. Some good camping spots around here, but it's a bit early. Sort of made my way up. Some more good camping spots here, but cracked on. And this is just like Jurassic World. This is Jurassic Park. It's just insane. And I am tucked away, so you can I'm below the Needle and the prison. I think I'm tucked in here somewhere, maybe just about here. I did sort of, when I got here today, I was like, shall I crack on a bit more, because you can see how I've marked some potential camp spots on here. And I know there's a good sort of, these two bits are really good for camping, but it was quite windy at the time and it was getting cold and I was getting a little tired because I did set off late today. I didn't have much sleep last night and a 10-hour journey yesterday. And I figure if I just get up early tomorrow, I can just crack on wherever I am. The Needle, it's only like 2-3k. Get that done early doors, get up there, stock up on water, and then it's a beast of a day. I think it's about something like 29-30 to between 29 and 32 kilometers I've got to do tomorrow, so I am going to get up early. But I am here, and I am very glad that I camped here because it is stunning. But yeah, that is day one done. Boom. Right then, it is just gone 9 o'clock, so that is hike at midnight. So everybody knows on a through hike between 8 and 9 it's legitimate time to go to bed. So brush my teeth, done all my kit, everything squared away, ready for the morning. Alarm is set, bright and early, trotting this ridge. Let's get it on. Night all.